Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about spelling. Now, some of you might think that spelling is just for children, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But I often have to spell my name or sometimes spell my email address or even my physical address. And so it's still important as an adult to spell well. Now, part of my challenge could be that I have an Irish surname, O'Keefe, and not many people in Italy have a surname like that. Maybe your surname is easier for people to spell if they know your language. But you still might find that people from other countries find it tricky to understand. Moreover, when you speak on the phone, the audio quality isn't always great. So when you say letters like B and P, F and S, M and N, people might not be sure which one you said. So today I've got 3 top tips on how to spell effectively over the phone. Tip number 1, slow down. It's as simple as that. But sometimes people speak very quickly on the phone, especially if they're giving their name or address, because they know it so well that it's easy for them to say quickly. But it's not so easy for the other person to understand. If you're the one listening, don't be afraid to ask the other person to slow down either, or maybe repeat some of the information. It's better to check and even double check and read it back rather than getting the information wrong. Tip number 2, make sure you know the alphabet in English. Some of the letters might be the same or similar as letters in your language. But maybe other letters in English sound like a different letter in your language. I know that's certainly the case in Italian. In my experience, these are the letters that people often find confusing. A, A, E, E, H, H, I, just like the pronoun for myself, I, K, K, R, R. Notice that with an English accent, you can't actually hear a R at the end, it's just R. Y, Y, just like the question, why? Tip number 3, use words to stand for letters and use the preposition for. To give you an example, my name is Alice. That's A for apple, L for Lima, I for igloo, C for cat, E for egg. So you can see that I provided a word to stand for each letter. It's a good idea because it helps the person to slow down, and especially if there are letters that could be confusing, you make sure that you provide clarity. Now, in some countries, there's a system that everybody uses. So in Italy, people use cities to stand for different letters. In English, there isn't really a universal system that everybody uses. There is the NATO alphabet, so you can use that if you want to stand for the letters in your name. But just remember that not everybody has memorized it. So it's important to say A for apple or A for alpha if we're using the NATO alphabet, rather than just saying alpha, Lima, and so on. Also, some people use as in instead of for. So for Alice, I could say A as in apple, L as in Lima, and so on. Personally, I prefer to use for because I think it's easier to say and easier to understand. So there you have it. Those are my 3 top tips, and I hope that you'll feel more confident about spelling over the phone. Goodbye, see you soon.